Hello guys, and welcome into a new BIOS update video for the ASUS ROG Strix Z490-E gaming motherboard. It's the 28th of April 2021, and just today, after checking let's say randomly for some updates, we see on the ASUS webpage that we have a new BIOS version. The previous one was the 2004 beta, and now we see the new version is the 2103. This is not a beta version, and it is designed especially for the enabling of Intel ABT for the 11th generation Intel Core i9, 11900K and 11900KF processors. Please, before running the USB BIOS flashback tool, rename the BIOS file in this way as Z490E.cap using the BIOS renamer. First of all, let's click download. We see right there, this is the archive, the zip file. Now let's navigate into the download file. In your download path you will find this archive, and if you will want to extract it, it's good to have a new folder made, because otherwise it will extract it all over the place. After the extraction is complete, you'll see the new file will change its appearance like this. Let's double click it, and we have these two files, the BIOS.cap file and the BIOS renamer. So right now simply double click this accept BIOS renamer file. This window will pop out, and we'll have to just press any key to continue. And that's it. Just by pressing any key, the BIOS file was renamed correctly. Now we can jump into BIOS and use the easy BIOS update tool. Restart the PC. Press delete. And right now we're in BIOS. Let's go through the upper tabs. You see up, we have from the left Main, AI Tweaker, Advanced, Monitor, Boot, Tool and Exit. Let's go to the Tool tab. Here in the Tool tab we see we have ASUS Easy Flash 3 utility. This is the one we need to select. So press enter on ASUS Easy Flash 3 utility. And right here you need to navigate again to the exact download path of your BIOS file, or if you already saved it on a USB stick, you have to select that one. So I found the download path and the file that contains the correctly renamed BIOS file, and now we simply again select it and press enter. Like this. We'll get the message, do you want to read this file? Press enter on yes. And now the update process begins. You'll see numerous messages, clear database, so the previous BIOS version. Right now all you'll need to do is to be patient and wait for the whole process to finish. From the previous BIOS updates, guys, this takes a few minutes. Of course, depending on your system, this update time can vary, but just wait. We see right now the clear database process began. Again, I bring you my feedback regarding the system, the i9-10900K I have. It is an amazing processor. I'm really pleased with everything, with the drivers. Everything works flawlessly. And considering the 11th generation from Intel, especially in gaming, didn't bring pretty much nothing. I am really glad I've upgraded in the past year. This CPU is really amazing. If you would like to switch to Intel right now or to upgrade your system, the best choice for you price-wise would be to get a 500 series chipset motherboard from ASUS and the Core i9-10850K. At least in my country it is at an unbeatable price. Again, a 10 core 20 thread CPU, unlocked, just with like 100 megahertz lower than my i9-10900K. It's really outstanding for the price. Just to give you an idea, you can get the i9-10850K for the price that an i7-10700K was running 1 year ago. So a CPU that has 8 cores and 16 threads. The motherboard, you can get the latest and greatest, but for the CPU, really, the 10th generation is still going strong, really. Right now we see we are in the update area 5 processing. Also we see there the version 2103. And soon it will be completed. And we see this message: update successfully, system will reset. Let's see the 2 or 3 resets, automatic resets. So this is the first time. It's perfectly usual and normal to not have signal. And right here, BIOS is updating Aura LED firmware. Do not shut down or reset the system to prevent system boot up failure. Right now, all you need to do is to, again, be very patient. And just keep in mind, you will have to go back into BIOS and enable the AXMP profile for your RAM, because right now it is downgraded to the base frequency of 2133, and also to do any other minor tweaks like shutting off completely the power to your peripherals, to your USB peripherals. Again, we have the same message, a bit different now. It's just a simple BIOS is updating. Again, have patience. We need to wait for the BIOS update is complete message. So you see, guys, it really takes quite some minutes. Another shutdown, a new reboot. And now we should be all good. Yep, this is what we wanted to see. So here we see press F1 or F3. F1 is for Intel default CPU settings, so basically the stock frequency, which I am using, or F3 if you want to overclock. Personally, I always chose F1, so we press F1 right now. And we're back in BIOS. We see right here the new BIOS version. Right now is 2103. It's perfect. Let's change the let's enable basically the AXMP profile, because the RAM right now is at 2133. We see right here. So we go into easy mode by pressing F7, and we see every time we update the BIOS, the XMP will be disabled. We click this enabled, and there we have it. Right now the RAM will run at 3200 MHz CL14. And what else? We press F7 again to enter the advanced mode. And let's see where we had that option. So main, AI tweaker, in advanced, we have to go down to the onboard devices configuration, because you see I want to have this microphone turned off when I shut down the PC. I don't want its LEDs to remain lit out. On board, and we see here the USB power delivery in soft off state S5. Right now, after the BIOS update is enabled, we need to disable that. So we navigate down to that menu, USB power delivery in soft off state S5. And we see switch it from enabled to disabled. Disabled. And now we simply press F10, save and exit. And right here we have a resume of the changes we've applied. Keep in mind only 2 changes were made, but the AXMP profile turned on changed all these parameters, the AI overclocking tuner, all the way down to DRAM voltage. And of course the second one, USB power delivery in S5 from enabled to disabled. Right now we press enter on OK, and pretty much this sums up the BIOS update. Right now we'll log into Windows, and everything works perfect. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye guys.